So it's really hot outside, and there are going to be thunderstorms. I'm just going to make a video for you about my lures I use for fishing for crappie and other panfish, and the occasional very nice bass, which you will see on my actual fishing videos. So I'm sitting here in my air-conditioned living room. I'm going to prepare a bunch of these lures for fishing. I don't just stick them on the hook. I'll show you what I mean. First, let me show you what I use. I don't know what the brand name is of these, but it is a flat tail. It's very small. These are Angler's Choice. $3.99 for, what do we get, 12 of them. These are clear. And these are orange and green. These are quite beautiful. These are Panfish Assassins. And this one was $3.99. This one is $15 for $3.99. So this is a little bit better deal. These are this darker green, this yellowish green. These pink ones have been absolutely phenomenal for me. And there's this very light pale green. And these shinies that you see all over them, they're just basically embedded with glitter. That really, really gets the attention of the fish. Over here, these are Bobby Garlands. And for $10, you get 50 of them. They're the bigger 2-inch ones. They're bigger, and they're also still flat tails. All these have the flat tails, paddle tails we call them. Now this, I mean not paddle tails, just flat tails. These are paddle tails. 10 of them for $2.49. They're Apex, and they're purple, but they're bigger. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. Here's these beautiful double-tailed. They have double tails on them. Shiny, sparkly blue. They're a couple inches long. And they're from Bobby Garland. This is a crappie kicker. Another yellowish colored, yellow and orange, glittery 2-inch bait. I haven't used that yet, to be honest with you. Now these are the ones with the twister tails from Apex. 12 of them. They're 1 inch long, so they're kind of small. That 1 inch does not include the tail, but that tail curls up. They're pretty small. Curly tail grub in 2 different colors. That kind of a weird pinkish yellow brown. I don't know what that is. But this one right here, this clear one, I love this color right here. When they're working, nothing beats it. It's just almost clear white. $2.49 for 12 and 10. Why the difference in the price? Oh, this is the 2-inch. This is the 1 inch, and you see that it is tiny. I misspoke. It's tiny, and this is the 2-inch. And that matters. This is a little crappie bluegill perch from Charlie Brewer's. Very good company. And it's a paddle tail, and it's tiny. And I used these the last couple days, and I just was killing them. You get 15 of them for $4.59. And for $5, you get these bigger Charlie Brewer 2-inch, I believe, paddle tails. If you use a paddle tail, they swim really pretty. And I like them. It's 1.5 inches long. Now, I have a bunch of extras here. These are all just duplicates of some of the ones I showed you. I'm going to be tying some with the jigs that I have. And when I say jigs that I have, these are the smallest jigs I have. I don't want to use any bigger ones today. These are all very small jigs, lures. So this is 1/16 of an ounce. It's too big for about half of the ones you see here. I will tie some of them with this. I need to go to the store to get some 1/32 and possibly some 1/64 ounce jigs because they're just so tiny. Now, there's another thing. When you go down to a 1/64 or even a 1/32, you need to use number 2 pound test line. I'm fishing with 4-pound test, so this works pretty good. I can cast it out there. I'm not casting at a great distance, 30 feet or something. Then I let it drop down to the bottom. It drops down fast enough. But when you start using those tiny weights, those tiny weighted jig hooks, you really need to use 2-pound test. This is what looks to be a number 6 hook on a 1/64. A 1/16 ounce jig. Now let me show you how I prep them. So this is my fancy fly tying vise that I bought many years ago. We're going to use this to set up these hooks and lures. So what I'm going to do is use some dental floss that is unwaxed. Unwaxed dental floss, and just wrap it around there, starting at the top, go way down to the bottom. Oops. And I go down as far as I can. When I start catching that point, I just stop. It doesn't have to go all the way to the bend. And then you go back once, so it's doubling up. And here we do what we call a whip knot. If you watch this, do that once, twice, 3 times, and then pull it tight. Now, this whip knot can be done with a whip knot tool, which I have one somewhere, buried amongst my fly tying supplies, but I don't need it. This is easy enough. Cut that off and cut that off, okay? Now, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue on this. This is super glue, and I'm running out of glue, so I'm only going to do a few of them here. I got to run to the store and get some more glue. There's a little drop. Get it all the way up and down. So, these are the little pink panfish assassins, which I incorrectly identified as a Bobby Garland on a couple of my latest videos. It is a panfish assassin. No false advertising. And now I'm going to slide this on here. And that's the belly. That white part, the lighter colored one, is the belly. So I want the hook sticking out back here through his back. And I want lots of exposed hook. You see how much hook I've exposed there? This little lure right here, I have fished all day with it, catching tens, 20, 30, 40, 50 panfish, crappie, bluegills, perch, even bass. I caught a 15-inch bass the other day on my video, so you can see it. Right there at Sayre Lake. And I've even had them pull a tail off, but this doesn't come off. And because I was using it with a minnow tip to it, I just kept using it and kept catching fish. So it's well worth it to do this little bit of work, because it's kind of a nuisance when they start falling apart and coming off and they won't stay on the hook. You cast it, when you get it back, it's just slid all the way down. That's no good. This just gives you more fun while you're out there on the water. You're not wasting time. This will get you lots of panfish. Okay, I'm going to do a whole bunch more of these, all different colors and such, so that I can be prepared for my next trip. Yeah, we really need a close-up. So here we go again. Unwaxed dental floss. Go up the shaft all the way once, and when I say all the way, it doesn't have to get all the way to the bend. Most of this hook isn't actually connected to the lure. Okay. This is a whip knot. 1, 2, 3. Pull it tight. We'll cut off this and this. And that's how you prepare it.
That's going to be the more favored area.
A little touch of glue on here.
As we get into Friday, Saturday, Central
I'm
Florida,
running out.
Towards Tampa Bay, and even Southwest Florida. Fair game for heavy rainfall. And again, you know how it goes in Florida. Heavy rain, it kind of...
The lure swims like this with the hook up. So the belly goes down. And the belly is the fat, lighter colored part. It's really easy to do this without exposing enough of the hook. So I'm running along the top just a little bit before I come out. This is going to kill him. And by the way, this is a 1.5 inch panfish assassin, and it's perfect for these little hooks. Well, now we have a few ready to go, and we could catch 120 crappie with these.